AJ, before the start of the season, and Coach Wood said, I have 3 starting defensive tackles, and since Skyler went down, you came in and filled in a huge void. So how does it feel to get these snaps in, these reps, when Skyler went down?
It feels great, It's a bad loss that we took with Skyler going down, but just to have his back and be able to step up and keep the same type of trajectory going is just a blessing. So I'm excited to be in this position.
You've been a rotational guy all season, but whenever Skyler went down, was there a moment where you thought, okay, I really got to bring more juice?
Most definitely, just because of the injury Scott brings every day in and out, even from practice to games to off the field. I just knew I had to, do better with my energy to help what we lost when we lost him. So that's really it.
And we all know Skyler's been a vocal guy on that D-line. Have you kind of had to step up vocally, or has another guy stepped up?
I was kind of already vocal, just with helping with the calls and assignments and stuff like that. So not really just that aspect, just, more of a team leader wide, like how Skyler was, because he talked to the whole team. But as far as the D-line, I've been talking and being vocal with those guys.
I guess with Skyler out now and, you being playing behind him and stuff, is there any part of his game that you kind of take away from it, and including yours?
Just his effort and the way he is as a leader, and just how he brings guys along with him. I kind of already had to bring guys along with him, just mostly his effort and just the way he plays his play style.
When the news came out that Skyler would miss a good chunk of this season, what was y'all's initial reaction?
I was definitely sad, because that's my brother. I went through the summer with him all summer long through the spring, and we just built a great bond. So just not having him out there was I wasn't happy about it, but we're going to hold him high and do what we're supposed to do on the field to keep him proud of us.
We've heard him do the hype video, but I guess just what's his mental been like in the time since that announcement happened?
It's been really good. Skyler's a very faithful man. Just he's a good person all around, so he gets to keep his faith in God, and he knows great things are going to come from this loss, so it's okay. He's been doing good.
What was it like returning to Houston for you a couple of weeks ago?
It was very exciting. It was kind of crazy because, I really never experienced anything like that, so it just was very exciting. I was pumped up. I had a lot of family members out there seeing my old teammates, so I was just very excited and blessed to be in that situation.
You're not the first person to transfer to one school and then play against the next, but is that just kind of the nature of the business? You're friends one week and the next you're enemies on the opposite side sort of thing? Yeah,
kind of. I guess you can say that. Just, we have to make decisions what's best for us in the future. So if it winds up being like that, that's what it is. But, this is what it is.
I know it wasn't the way you guys wanted it to end, but that last drive, can you tell me maybe as a defense what you guys learned most from giving up that touchdown and what you guys can apply moving forward off that?
I just say communication and just stuff like that, and just finishing harder than just trying harder. Just being where you're supposed to be and just being assignment sound and just playing with 100% because you never know what can happen. So that's really all I can take from it.
How much of a fire, because I've heard it from a couple of the other guys now, how much of a fire does this give you guys heading into your next game against Oklahoma State?
Well, it gives us a lot of fire. We're ready to get back out there and do what we're supposed to do and dominate the next opponent so we can get back rolling and get back on track.
And then my last one, the sacks are starting to come for this defense. You've been a part of it. You've had, 2 sacks 2 weeks ago and then another sack this past week. So how does that feel for you guys to get to the quarterback? You were already high up in the nation in pressure rate, but you guys are finally getting there.
It feels great, just all the hard work we put in through the summer and spring and still right now during the fall. It just feels great to get that sack. That's a great feeling. It's just to get it because they're so hard to come across. So once you get it, it just drives you more to keep getting better and better.
Back to the Houston game for a moment. So when you lined up on defense, any offensive linemen that you knew say anything to you?
My homeboy Demetrius Hunter, he was saying some things to me, just friendly things, just saying what's up, I miss you and stuff like that. But that was really it.
Obviously, you played a lot there last year. Now your snaps are going to increase, I assume. Where are you just conditioning-wise, since you've been more a rotation guy the first half of this season compared to starting now?
Just doing extra running after practice and stuff, so that'll help. And just being in game, the drilling is going to help me out, of course. So really we still rotating, but I was already getting a good amount of snaps, but just being a starter is just getting along with it. The drilling that helped me out with that.
What was the message from Zarnell Fitch after the game in Arizona State?
To keep our heads up, we know what we have in our room, and just to keep fighting. And that in that game, we didn't give up, so he liked that from us, and they were good. Just to keep fighting and keep doing what we're doing, and everybody's gonna come together. We're gonna keep winning.
What's it like to have that kind of support from a coaching staff as a defensive unit?
It's awesome just to know they got our backs like that and they believe in us. It just gives us more belief in ourselves that we know what type of team we have and what our capabilities are, and that everything is still in front of us to go get.
You guys ready to strap it up on Saturday?
Yes, sir. Most definitely.
Obviously, you have that connection with Coach Wood coming from Houston to here.
Mm-hmm.
What specifically does he do to elevate your game?
Just when he has his speeches and he just gets out there sometimes, like either it's before a game or before practice, he'll just tell us. And it's basically just all about effort because we have so much talent. If we bring the effort part with it, it's just we're kind of almost unstoppable. So I just like when he do that. It gets me going.
Talking about Coach Wood, is there anything that you've seen change or I guess grow for him as a coach from Houston to here?
Not really. I would just say the morale of the team is better and just the relationships and stuff like that.
Coach Fitz tends to talk to the student section pregame. Does that fire y'all up? Do you guys like that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Coach Fitz is a funny guy, so he gets everybody going.
After the game on Saturday, when fans were rushing the field, what was your view getting to the locker room, and did you encounter any ASU fan?
Nah, once the clock hit 0 and I seen everybody storming, I just went straight to the locker room because I know how those situations can get. So I just went straight to the locker room. I didn't want no problem, none of that.
So you got there fairly quickly then?
Yeah, I just walked straight off.
Thank you.
Hey, thank y'all. Y'all have a good day, man. Yes, sir.